Hello, hello, what's up? It's Bria at Wicked Quail and Pork. Today we're going to look at seeds, which I know excites everybody. It excites me especially because I'm very close to being able to plant in the new greenhouse. Hopefully that will be done tomorrow or Sunday, and then we have to turn the furnace on and melt everything in there. We had the plastic up, and what happened is we got a windstorm and we hadn't finished securing it on the ends yet. So the wind just kind of came up and grabbed it on the ends and took it back down. It didn't rip anything, it just kind of flopped it back over. So we got to put that back up, finish putting the ends up, turn the furnace on, run that on high for a little while to get everything melted in there, and then build the beds, and we're good to go. I've gotten all of my orders in, so we're going to take a look at those today. All three of these companies that I ordered from this year are brand new to me, and we're going to go over them now. I'm going to show you what I got from them, and then at the end of the season we're going to go over them again, what worked, what didn't work, what I liked, what I didn't like. And I'll also kind of review my take on the packaging, stuff like that. Now, the first company order that I'm going to show you is Pinetree Garden Seeds. This is a Maine company. I had never even heard of them before, so that was kind of cool. We don't have a lot of seed companies in Maine. We have a handful. But I'm going to give these guys a try. I've tried all of the other companies in Maine. And there was only a few things that I noticed when I was looking at their packages when they came in that I wasn't like too fond of. And I'll point that out to you guys as we go along. But the packaging is just paper, and it's pretty simple. These have their guarantee on the back, when to start, how to start, germination, days to maturity, and packet size. So simple, but the stuff you need is there, so that's good. I got California Wonder Pepper. Now, the California Wonder Pepper is going to be mostly for seedling sales. That's really popular. A lot of people like to buy that variety. We'll try a couple because I've actually never grown them, but mostly that's going to be sold as seedlings. I bought two different types of broccoli from these guys because I want to try both types and see which one we like best. One is the Kiko broccoli, and one is the Waltham 29 broccoli. Now, this is where I started to realize some issues for me with this particular company. Their packet sizes on the Brassica family are a little smaller than other places. These only have 30 seeds each in them, and I'm used to broccoli packages being pretty close to 100 to 200 seeds at least. So I'm going to end up having to go back to a different company and order bigger packages of these because I'm going to need these for seedling sales. I'm going to need these for CSA shares and personal preservation garden. And 30 of each is only enough to do one of those three things, if that. So we're going to have to order some more broccoli. But that's okay. There's plenty of things in here that there was enough in that packet that if I like those things, I'll order those specific varieties from Pinetree again next year. So it's not all bad. It's just a few things that the packet sizes weren't what I need. This is perfect for just your home gardener. 30 broccoli seeds is perfect. But for somebody who's growing seedlings commercially, vegetables commercially, and personal, 30 is not going to be enough. Purple top turnip, and I have a lot of these already, and I ordered more because what we're going to do this year is we're actually going to grow 2 turnip crops for the pigs and just pick those, store them in barrels, and feed those out as we need them. Turnips are super beneficial for pigs and cattle. So we're going to give that a try this year. And I got the majority of my flowers from Pinetree because they had a really good selection. And I got the sorbet mix violas. And this is one that I'll have to go back and order more because there's only 10 in this packet. And those are going to be super popular. Like I said previously, we're only growing. I have a hard time committing to anything that's not like useful. So we're only growing edible or medicinal flowers. And it has opened up a lot of opportunity to learn about edible and medicinal flowers, and there's a lot of flowers that are edible that I didn't think were. So that's been really fun to learn about. Then I got the Showpiece Mixture Dahlias. That's another super popular. These I was so excited about because we love those like little stuffed red peppers that you find on like an Olive Bar in a grocery store. They're marinated, they're stuffed with like cream cheese. So that's why I'm growing these, the sweet red cherry sweet peppers. Yeah, see, this was another one, Red Express cabbage, where there was only 30 seeds in each packet, and I'll have to get some more of those. Snow Crown Cauliflower, same thing. I got 2 packages, but that's only 60 seeds, so we'll still have to locate some more on those. The corn packages were decent. There was plenty there, so if I like how the way their corn grows, I'll definitely be ordering corn again from them next year. I got the Honey Select corn. I'd never seen this variety before, and we're still trying to figure out which variety of corn that we like the most, so I figured we'd give that a try. And their corn packets have 150 seeds in them. It's pretty good. Pak Choi Brisk Green. This is going in the greenhouse. A lot of these seeds will be going in the greenhouse as soon as it's ready, because that's a quicker growing, cooler weather crop. It'll like it in there right now. I don't know if you guys can hear her talking or not, but Kingston is still sleeping, but little ma'am is up and being wild. Okay, so tomatoes, we're kind of going crazy this year. I want to figure out which tomatoes we like best, and so we're growing a lot of different types of tomatoes. Plus, I've really strived to have cool varieties for seedlings this year that I never see anybody else in the area sell. So that's kind of the purpose of this as well. So we got the Green Berkeley Tie-Dye tomato. Gardener's Delight, which is like just a salad sized tomato. It's like a little bigger, like, you know, like grape tomato size, I guess, maybe a little bigger. Pineapple tomato. I know some people love this one and some people don't love this one, so I needed to try it, and we'll find out how we feel about that. Pinetree also had a lot of stuff that I couldn't find anywhere else that were still out of stock from last year, which is another reason why I ordered from them. So that was really nice. I got their Pinetree lettuce mix, and we'll see how we feel about that. That will be going in the greenhouse as soon as possible as well. We're doing a whole bunch of different types of beans this year. I kind of went bean crazy. I'm not like string bean crazy. I don't know why. But we've got Kentucky Blue pole beans. And we've never done pole beans before, but to save space, we're going to try planting vertically a lot more this year. And plus, we love the looks of the trellises with the beans on them. So that's what we're going to do, a lot of trellises with beans and cucumbers and whatnot this year. So we're kind of switching over to pole beans. We still have some bush beans going, but we have a lot of pole beans coming in as well. And then we have Kentucky Wonder pole bean. So I guess we'll find out which of those two we like best. This was one of the things that everybody else was out of and they had, and I'm desperate to try it. It's the cucamelon, or the Mexican sour gherkin. And considering these are hard to find to begin with, 25 seeds in a packet was pretty decent. I got a lot of, yeah, these are all flower. The rest of these are flowers, and then I got some cinnamon basil. I was kind of curious to try a few different types of basil and see what those are all about. Usually we just grow your basic basil, lemon basil. We have 2 different types of hollyhocks. We have jet black. Those were just gorgeous. And then cream de cassis. Nasturtiums. I got 2 different types of nasturtiums. I got ladybird cream purple spot. And I got the Alaska mix. I know that's a popular one that people like. And then I got Bronzed Beauty Calendula. And this we're also going to use to keep a lot of pests and whatnot out of the garden this year, hopefully. I think it was calendula that somebody else had said that it attracts aphids to the point where it'll keep it off of like your tomatoes and peppers. So I think that's what we're probably going to end up using that. The next company we're going to take a look at is Baker Creek, or rareseeds.com. And also my first time ordering from them. They're highly recommended by everybody who uses them. So I figured I'd give it a shot. And I mostly used Baker Creek to get stuff that I literally couldn't find anywhere else, because their varieties are insane. They have so much cool stuff. So that's what, like, my Baker Creek order is pretty crazy. There's a few normal items in there, but the rest of it is like just stuff that I was like, we have to try to grow that. So Baker Creek, as far as packaging goes, the information's pretty minimal. Like, they tell you a little bit about the actual, like, what it is. But there's no days to maturity, which kind of sucks, because I put that on my inventory list. So I had to go back to, like, their website or Google and find that to put that on my inventory list. But, I mean, they tell you what's ideal for germination. They don't tell you how many weeks to plan ahead, so their packaging is pretty minimal. I like that it's nice pictures. You know what it looks like, whatever you're growing, but there's not a whole lot of information. And now with Baker Creek, they also always throw in a free packet of seeds, and I guess usually it's pretty commonly the same thing. It's like kale or kohlrabi or whatever, but all of those things are fine with me because I live in zone 5 on the edge of zone 4, so cold weather stuff's a plus. So our free packet was red Russian kale, and that's perfectly fine because we eat a lot of kale. So the stuff we got from Baker Creek, the lychee tomato, which I guess is like, excuse me, ma'am. She's trying to get the kitty. The lychee tomato, which is a mock cherry, apparently, or that's what they described it as. And I'm pretty excited to try this. That will be really fun. The garden huckleberry. My Kingston loves fruits, so I was like, with all these garden fruits, I was super excited to try them and see how they grow here, if they'll grow here, and at least give them a shot. because those are cool things to have in the garden for him. The toothache plant, Paul actually often has toothaches. He has enamel problems with his teeth. And so that was kind of like a joke, but serious. Like, and when I first told him what it does, he was like, "Girl, are you trying to poison me?" But, and then I got sweet mace marigold or Mexican mint, because I'm going to try to do up some mason jars of dry tea mixes this year. I drink a lot of tea. Kingston actually drinks tea too. Oh yes, the Persian basil. So again, just another basil. I'm trying them all. I wanna see which ones we like best, and plus they're good to have in the garden. Paul Robeson tomato. Now we're trying this one this year because the black crim just wasn't my favorite, and so we're looking for another dark smoky tomato that tastes good, that we really enjoy. So that's next in line to give a shot. Amish paste. We're trying some different paste tomatoes this year because we got to figure out which ones we like to grow best. Plus people like to buy paste tomatoes, so we'll sell a lot of those in seedlings as well. Coeur de Bleu or Coeur de Boux, or this is the Oxheart paste tomato. And again, just giving it a try. Trying all the different paste tomatoes, seeing which one we like best. I actually like to eat paste tomatoes fresh. Chinese multicolored spinach. This was one of those ones. We love greens. We eat a lot of greens. We saute a lot of greens. We put them in soups. So just when we see a new green, we like to try it. That, and I'd really like for my CSA shares to be super unique and super fun. Last year when I put unique stuff in there, I also added in recipes. So my goal is to just open up a door for people to explore really cool, really healthy food, and show them how to cook it, teach them how to use it, so that it's not an instant turn off. What is that? And so far my customers seem to really like that. The strawberry spinach, just another like cool thing that's hard to find with any other company. Pepino melon. These were kind of cute. I like these. So I'm excited to try those. So my Baker Creek order was pretty small because I just used them for like really unique stuff that I couldn't find anywhere else. The third company that I'm trying this year is Migardener. I kind of went crazy on their site. I got quite a bit, although I got quite a bit from Pinetree too. I have 2 orders from them to show you. I think it was 4 orders total, but they shipped like 2 and 2 together, and they packaged them up because I ordered them so close together. It took a little while for my Migardener orders to get to me, which is mostly just USPS problems. They sat in Michigan for quite a while before they actually moved along, but that's okay because they made it here. Everything's in here. Migardener seed packets have all the information you need on them: days to maturity, planting space, how to go about planting, full sun perennial, zones. Yeah, so not bad. And then they always have a really nice picture on the front. So, first Migardener order, and this one actually just came in yesterday, so I still have to put this one into my inventory system. Bee balm. So, I think this was the only place that had it in stock, actually. I'm not sure, but this was another one of those flowers that we're going to grow this year. This we have such a hard time growing watermelon here because we have such a short season. Our season's like literally 112, 115 days, and that's if we don't get a freak frost in either direction, because it happens all the time. Last year we got a frost and a hailstorm in June that took out like everybody's peppers and tomatoes. It was terrible. It was like towards the end of June. So the weather is crazy unpredictable up here. So watermelons are hard. Sometimes you can accomplish them, but sometimes it doesn't happen. However, I was going through catalogs. Kingston's favorite color right now is orange, and he saw the orange watermelon, went nuts. So, tender sweet orange watermelon. We're gonna give it a shot to make him happy. We love that he loves to garden and farm and do everything with us already. He's 2 years old, and last year he was picking potatoes. He was helping me water stuff. He helps me feed the pigs. He's very involved. So, green grape tomato. We love cherry tomatoes. We eat a lot of cherry tomatoes just snacking. Paul will just eat cherry tomatoes. And so we're going to try quite a few varieties of those. Golden sweet peas, Syrian yellow wax pepper. I want to make like some banana pepper slices. I use those a lot. I buy them a lot from the store. So we're going to try to do that with those. And then the other thing I'll say real quick, Migardener always puts an extremely fair amount of seeds in their packets for the price. Really, you can't go wrong with this company. Luke, bless his heart, he's got people breathing down his neck 24/7. Some of his customers I've been like, y'all are getting unruly, like calm down. Guys, just try to be nice. They're trying. It was the same when Baker Creek shut down to get orders out. People lost their minds, and it's like, y'all, you gotta calm down. It's okay. We'll make it. I promise. But just play nice. Be kind. These guys are trying, and you can't please everybody. Jumbo pink banana squash. I accidentally ordered this twice. So hopefully we like it. That's okay. I've got a couple more. I've got one more seed swap coming up. Oh my god, my seed swap, guys. I did the Fora seed swap, the Friends of Roots and Refuge seed swap, and I just sent that out yesterday. I did like 55 swaps. It was insane. But it was a lot of fun, and I got a lot of stuff that I couldn't find because it was out of stock or whatever. So that'll be really cool. I'll show that to you guys when it comes in. This was one of the things too. I ordered way too many, and I ordered like different types, and I don't know why. We don't even eat, like, I grow these for one reason and one reason only. Other than that, they don't get eaten. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. But yellow pear and yellow plum tomatoes. So I ordered yellow pear in particular twice, one from another company and one from Migardener. I use them, literally, I grow them for fermenting because they hold up really well. They're really meaty cherry tomatoes. So they hold up really well to fermenting. Other than that, we don't eat them. We're not fond of just the regular flavor. So, not sure what I'm going to do with all of those, but I'm sure somebody I know will need them or use them. I'll probably grow a bunch of seedlings and try to sell them that way as well. These I was super excited about. They're so pretty. Vintage wine tomato. Those are super nice. I'm excited about trying those. This one, everybody talks about it, so I couldn't help myself. So most people call it Dr. Witchy's. I think it's probably Dr. Weish's yellow tomato, but either way, everybody loves it, so here we are. Early Cascade tomato. Now, the thing with Migardener that I liked is that he actually has a lot of varieties. A lot of them are out of stock, but he has a lot of tomato varieties that were made for like cooler zones. And that's really cool because I'd like to bring those up here and try them and see how I like them, and then educate my seedling customers about them. And look, this tomato will grow better for you. It'll do better up here. And I think that'll be exciting for a lot of people. So Early Cascade was one of those. Yeah. 70 days. Determinant. That's the other thing, is I'm going to try to grow a few more determinant varieties, because if you guys look back at my greenhouse videos of my greenhouse that collapsed when the tomatoes and peppers were still in it, the tomatoes just, they wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop. For 11 months they went nuts, and I was like, so we're going to try some determinant varieties. Of course, unfortunately, that's not usually the case with heirlooms, but this one I just couldn't help myself. Giant Belgium. It just looks fantastic. I was like, we need to try that one. So my cucumbers and my carrots, I actually contracted out to somebody else who just happens to be really good at growing those two things for CSA shares. Just to take a little bit off of my back. They take up, carrots take up a lot of space. And I haven't successfully grown them yet. Cucumbers I'm also still trying to figure out for some reason. They should be easy to grow. Not for me. But we are going to grow a couple because we eat them here. Kingston will just gnaw on a pickling cuke. Plus, people actually like to buy cucumber seedlings. So a lot of those will go to this. So I got the Boston pickling cucumber this time because I already have Migardener's SMR Wisconsin. And we'll try both and see which one we like best. These are my bush beans. I have Jade. And I have Royal Burgundy. Wasn't gonna grow this, but Paul is obsessed with the purple bush beans. So I just went in where I was doing inventory last night to grab my other Migardener order and found more Pinetree seeds. And this is why I went out and bought those photo boxes last night, because my seeds are everywhere. So 3 other things we got from Pinetree is dinosaur kale or lacinato kale. It's my favorite kale. I love the way that it soaks up other flavors when you saute it. It's very nice. Sun Gold cherry tomato is a hybrid cherry tomato, but it's a favorite around here as far as seedlings go, and it's also one of Paul's favorites. So we'll definitely, that was another thing that, because it's a favorite around here, I'm going to have to find some place, and this was hard to find. I'm going to have to find some place that's selling these, because the packet size was only 15, and I could easily sell 20 to 30 single seedlings of this without trying. So, and then this was something I wanted to try this year. I'll probably look for more, just because I think that people might think it's cool as a seedling. Romanesco, and I'm excited to try that personally, just to eat it. So the last order so far, now I've told you guys I've got to go back through and order some stuff over again that I didn't get enough of. I'm not sure which company I'll use for that yet. Probably just Migardener if they have it. I'll have to go on and look. So last order was another Migardener order. I got pinto beans. We're going to try dry beans this year. We eat a lot of dry beans. We eat a lot of chili. We eat a lot of baked beans. So I'm going to try growing some dry beans this year, see how it does for us, and then if it does well, we'll do a lot next year. Double red sweet corn. Paul had to have this. He's the one that you see like these weird varieties that like don't have ratings on them yet or anything. He's the one that picked those out, because he pretends not to love the gardening, but he loves the end product, and he likes all of the weird stuff. The other thing that we're growing a lot of to see which one we like best, or which one I like best, because I'm literally almost the only one here that eats it, is winter squash. So I'm trying like all of the winter squashes this year. I love squash so much. Sweet meat winter squash. And Migardener's squash variety is insane. They have so much. It was fantastic. Lemon balm. And Migardener was the only place that I could find lemon balm in stock. That's a really good herb to have on hand. This broccoli, the Calabrese broccoli, I might not have to order those other types. I might use those other types in the garden so we can try them and see which ones we like best. And I might just do this one for seedlings, because approximate seed count 300. So there's plenty in there. There's my other package of pink banana squash. Ordered 2 on accident. That's okay. Lemon drop pepper. I'm excited to make, I think I'm going to use these to make hot sauce. That'll be yummy. Delicata squash. I don't know why I bought these, because I have a whole baggie saved of them from last year's garden. That happens. Blue Hubbard squash. I've actually never tried Blue Hubbard. I'll give it a shot. Buttercup's one of my favorites, so we'll be growing that. And sweet dumpling. French breakfast radishes. Those are super quick to grow. They will be going in the greenhouse as soon as it's ready. Swiss chard, rainbow Swiss chard. Paul would eat Swiss chard with every meal if we have it growing. And we had a patch of Swiss chard produced for over 12 months once, so we've got to get some more of that planted. Giant noble spinach. We also love spinach. I have yet to successfully grow it. I was on my way to successfully growing it when the greenhouse collapsed, so we lost it. We'll have to give it a try again. Kale, like I said, we eat a lot of kale here. So there's your basic blue curled Scotch kale. Paul actually picked out these for the sunflower patch. We're growing a lot of sunflowers, also to feed to the pigs, the chickens, whoever. Sunflower seeds are really good for livestock. Velvet Queen sunflower. Beefsteak tomato, and this isn't really for us to grow. I'm not a huge fan of your plain beefsteak tomato. That's more for seedlings. A lot of people love to buy the beefsteak tomato seedlings, so that's why I got that. Brandywine red, that's another one that people are just familiar with the name, so they like to buy it as a seedling. I know. Yes. Your basic Roma tomato. That will be a seedling sale. Tropical Sunset. I got 2 packages of these because they're pretty small. But I want to try them. And we'll sell a few. Tropical Sunset cherry tomato. Chernobyl. Again, all these smaller tomatoes. We're trying them all. We love them. Ukrainian purple. And then 2 more dry beans. We got Midnight Black Turtle because I cook a lot of black beans. I'll end up probably canning a lot of these. I should probably order a couple more packages. I use those to cook up with eggs a lot in the morning. And then yellow eye beans, which is Paul's favorite to make baked beans with. So I'm probably going to go back through on Migardener's site and reorder some more dry beans, so that we have enough to make it count. But I believe, I believe that's it for now. today's goal is to organize the seeds into the boxes, and I think I'm gonna need more. I only got 2 last night, so I'll probably have to go back to town. We only have 1 Michael's in like the entirety of Central Maine. So I have to go to that one town to get that, and I really only go in that area every Thursday to get pig food. So next Thursday, before they're not on sale anymore, I'll have to go grab some. So that's it, and man, I'm so excited about starting seedlings soon. I'm so excited about planting in my greenhouse. I'm excited to take you guys out there to plant with me. That's gonna be fun. So hopefully we'll chat soon. Hopefully I'll show you guys a finished greenhouse with the heater on at the end of this weekend. But have a wonderful weekend, guys. Have a wonderful Friday.